In the hyper-curated, multi-billion-dollar world of the British monarchy, every single move is calculated, every appearance weaponized, and every public gathering a masterclass in silent optics. But on a quiet Saturday in Gloucestershire, the Grand Royal Playbook was completely thrown out the window. A gathering of the world's most famous royals took place behind closed doors, away from the prying eyes of the global press corps, sparking a wave of intense speculation across the United Kingdom. It looked like an intimate, picture-perfect country wedding on the surface. But look closer at who was missing, who showed up, and the quiet shifts in power, and you begin to see a completely different story. Welcome back to the channel, where we pull back the heavy velvet curtains of history and power to dissect the hidden narratives shaping the modern world. To truly understand the high stakes of this weekend's events, we have to look at the man at the center of the altar, Peter Phillips. As the eldest grandchild of the late Queen Elizabeth II, he occupies a bizarre, almost unprecedented position within the House of Windsor. He is blood royalty, the firstborn son of the Princess Royal, Princess, and yet he walks the earth without a single royal title. It was a deliberate, radical choice made by his mother decades ago to shield him from the toxic glare of the spotlight, a choice that has made him both a permanent insider and an ultimate outsider. So when Peter Phillips decided to marry Harriet Sperling, an ordinary NHS nurse and writer, the British establishment held its breath. This wasn't a state-sanctioned union designed to secure geopolitical alliances or appease the tabloid press. It was a profoundly human collision between the ancient, rigid structures of the monarchy and the grounded reality of a woman dedicated to public health care. The setting was All Saints' Church in Kemble, a historic, weathered stone sanctuary nestled in the English countryside. The air was thick with anticipation as the guests began arriving throughout the morning, slipping past a small, surprised crowd of well-wishers. This wasn't the roaring spectacle of Westminster Abbey. There were no military fanfares, no televised broadcasts, and no state security cordons blocking off the streets of London. It was an intimate family affair, but the sheer gravity of the guest list proved that even a private royal wedding carries immense political weight. Suddenly, the cameras caught a glimpse of the arrivals that changed everything. Stepping out into the crisp morning air were Prince William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales. As the most senior members of the royal family in attendance, their presence instantly elevated this quiet country wedding into an event of national significance. Their arrival was swift, highly coordinated, and heavily scrutinized by royal observers who noticed something deeply unusual about the couple's entourage. For days, the British press had been wildly speculating that William and Catherine would be accompanied by their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and the always expressive Prince Louis. It seemed like the perfect opportunity for a rare, full-family public appearance to signal unity and stability during a turbulent era for the monarchy. Yet, as the chapel doors closed, the 3 young royals were nowhere to be seen. The absence of the royal children immediately sent shockwaves through the press pack, triggering intense questions about what was happening behind the scenes. Was it a security protocols issue, a deliberate attempt to keep them out of the media spotlight, or something far more calculated? The truth, as it turns out, reveals the fascinating, hyper-disciplined reality of raising the future heirs to the British throne, a reality we will unpack in just a moment. Instead of the Wales children, the ceremonial spotlight fell on a different configuration of the younger generation. Standing at the altar as bridesmaids were 13-year-old Georgina Sperling, alongside Peter's own daughters, 15-year-old Savannah Phillips and 14-year-old Isa Phillips. They were flanked by their young cousins, Mia and Lena Tyndall, creating a tight-knit, generational barrier around the newlyweds, a visual reminder that while the crown operates on grand tradition, the family operates on deep, personal bonds. The guest list read like a roll call of the inner sanctum. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie of York arrived with their husbands, moving alongside Zara Tyndall, Peter's fiercely loyal sister. These are the individuals who form the invisible spine of the modern monarchy, the ones who support the throne from the shadows without the grueling burden of full-time state duties. But as the ceremony concluded and the newlywed couple emerged to the cheers of local well-wishers, the burning question remained. Why were George, Charlotte, and Louis left behind on a day meant to celebrate family unity?